I'm Monica Green, here with actress Ariana Cope, and one of the most anticipated interviews of the decade. This is Miss Cope's first interview since the sex scandal and suicide of acclaimed director John Harris 2 years ago. We're going to be hitting topics such as her relationship with the late John Harris, her relationship with the missing James Tyler Moore, and her present relationship with Hollywood's new young heartthrob, Ryan Hart. Ariana, it's a pleasure to have you.
It's good to be here.
Ariana, you've been back in Hollywood 3 weeks now, but I'd like to start with one question. Why did you come back?
Well, with the conclusion of James Tyler's attempts at correcting Hollywood, I saw a business that was basically left in ruin. If James Tyler wasn't going to return, I felt someone needed to step forward, and salvage the business and lead it into the future.
So with James Tyler currently missing, you felt the responsibility was yours?
Yes, but not mine alone. It's not really a one-girl kind of job. I couldn't have done it without some really passionate people, like my boyfriend, Mr. Ryan Hart, and the beautiful Miss Kate Yearling.
Well, since you mentioned Ryan, let's just go ahead and...
Wow, you look like shit. Have you not eaten in weeks? Oh, I'm sorry. Forget that.
Is she alive?
Why do you care?
Because if she's not, you might as well kill me now.
Kill you? I have no intentions of killing you, JT. I need you.
I won't do anything for you.
Really now? Even after I convinced Gordashna to blow your head off? I bargained for your life! And comparatively, I'm asking for very little in return.
What do you want?
I want the rat.
I don't know what you mean.
You see, JT, as smart as you are, I know that there is no way you compiled all the information to form your list on your own. You had insight. I want that rat, JT.
Like I said, I'm not doing anything for you.
I was afraid that you might say that. Which is why I came up with a little bit of an incentive.
Kate.
You have 1 week to deliver the rat, JT, or Kate Yearling takes a bullet to the head.
I don't know that I can find him.
That's unfortunate for everyone, then.
Again, it was wonderful meeting you, and thank you for the interview.
No, thank you.
My nephew would have loved to have met you. He was a journalist looking into your story. Unfortunately, he went missing 2 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that, but if you'll excuse me, I have a ride to catch.
Your interview was fantastic, baby.
Was it? I can't believe I told my entire life story to Monica Green.
Well, I especially enjoy the part where you talk about your relationship with Hollywood's latest heartthrob.
Well, that part wasn't a bit of an exaggeration. I don't think he's that hot.
Hey, I think he's quite handsome and has a winning personality.
And not to mention how humble he is. Where are we going?
Just a little ways out of Hollywood. I figured you'd enjoy the sounds.
Perfect. These last 3 weeks have been crazy.
You're brave. Coming back. Facing all of this.
I'm not brave, Ryan. I just did what I had to. Some part of me knew I couldn't move on until I fixed what I did here.
You still feel guilty for what happened to John Harris?
Of course. It's because of me.
You told Monica Green you didn't have any feelings for him. But I'm not buying it. Every time I mention his name, you get tense or change the subject.
Well, you're wrong. I don't give my love away that easy.
No?
I can break only so many times, and I've had my fair share. I knew not to trust him with it.
We've driven far enough. Come on. Nothing like the suburbs. If you ever trust me with your love, I promise I won't break your heart.
One day we'll get older. One day we'll get over it. One day we'll just quit it. Oh, one day we'll get over.
Remind me again why we let James Tyler go?
You think only about revenge, Mr. Gordash, feeding that inner desire right here now. But I have a much bigger plan.
Care to enlighten me?
No. Actually, you should get going. I paid you for more, and that's all I needed you for.
Excuse me?
Don't get me wrong, Mr. Gordash. I look up to you. You have a lengthy portfolio and a long list of achievements. But let's face it, you're a has-been. Being blacklisted was your retirement. I, on the other hand, have a much bigger future ahead of me, and plans to achieve it. You're an angry old man who's been burned, and I don't need you screwing up my plans.
I'm a respected director. You don't talk to me like that. You punks think you own Hollywood.
You can go, Mr. Gordash.
This bitch is quite the fighter.
Oh, I know.
Can I be honest with you?
Always.
It scares me how perfect you are.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know my past. And how messed up it is. But you don't have a blemish on your record.
Ariana, I'm far from perfect.
You were raised on a farm, taught to work hard all your life. You dreamed big, but you kept working to reach your goals. Never once breaking a rule to get there. And now that you've made it, you stayed humble. And you spend so much of your time trying to make sure Hollywood is a better place.
But
No, Ryan, you're a perfect example of what Hollywood should be. I don't deserve you.
Ariana, can I trust you with something I've never told anyone before?
Carmen? Carmen!
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere, and their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take when people run in circles.